Welcome to the final major of the season. We are here at the Winthrop Arena getting ready for the United States Disc Golf Championship presented by Innova. Should be a good week. Weather seems great right now. This place was flooded. We had a hurricane come through. This hole over here, hole 5, was like completely underwater. The lake was lifted up and it's looking pretty good right now. They pumped out like 9,000 gallons or 9 million gallons of some crazy number of water.
I wouldn't be able to tell, man. Like,
it
looks very similar to what I've always played. So.
Yeah, I wonder how the beach is going to look on hole 6 because I think that probably got wrecked, but should be a good week. Last tournament we had was the MVP Open. I don't know. I can't buy a point. I can't buy points to save my life. So this is my last event. Goose man though made a pretty good run for it. Second place.
Third place.
Third place. Okay. Yeah. But you all
tied for third.
Yeah.
Yep, it was a weird one at the end. Never really been in that situation before. I had to decide between playing for birdie, going for eagle. I think it was almost 50-50. I think that either one is pretty low percentage of me ever getting there, but
it's also unlikely that James throws OB.
Right, and there's a chance I stay inbounds and don't make the eagle too. So I think it's a reasonable.
I do feel like running it was probably the right play. Obviously, running it to where is a good run, is a better run is probably the play, but it's also hard to do. You have to hug that tree tight. It is what it is. James played really well too, so it's not like he fumbled too hard. But
pretty a lot of holes there at the end. So,
but another in contention tournament's great.
Right.
Carry that momentum into this one.
The other thing I was going to say is I was looking forward to MVP so much because I had difficult the course is.
Right.
And now we're at a course that suits my game a little better, I think. Right. Maybe not. It's hard to say, I guess.
Right. You can play pretty much good anywhere.
But also difficult. Super difficult. Yeah. So I think that this tournament's going to be great.
Yeah. Should be fun. Let's get into it. Hole 1. Nice. Hole 1, 283 feet. The main thing on this one is we got a double mandatory, which means you're a little bit nervous going into the final tournament of the season. It's a major, and they gave you this touchy little shot to make you really focus up. You gotta get past these two mandos, over the rocks, under the ceiling, and then they've got a log in the way that's about 60 feet short of the basket, so you wanna get past that as well.
I've seen the mando missed by some world-class players too, so it's not like...
Thanks, man. Got about 70 feet. Go one more.
Better shapes the stable.
There we go, the stable one.
Very nice.
Hey.
I don't even hate the skip play.
Oh, like land it short of the log and skip over it? I have seen that walk. I feel like it's tough for me to want to go intentionally for that.
Right. That's
these
more
stones,
like a miss.
Right. Yeah. It's embarrassing enough to miss a mando, but it's really embarrassing to hit the stones. Not that I would know, obviously. I've certainly never done that. Just gotta spin this camera.
It's funny, this sets up, I feel like for my style, throw a little better than yours. Because you throw nose down, I throw a little nose up, so getting the lift over the log is kind of nice.
Good point.
But at the end of the day, you gotta hit the gap. Right. I got a couple things I want to try. But also, neither one of us have thrown a disc in the last 5 days or something.
We can't tell them that, dude. We can't tell them that.
Sorry.
we just threw some shots. We just had the distance contest. We just both competed in the distance contest. I had my NUKE baby NUKE jersey, which is available now, and it did not, unfortunately, help me throw that far.
Didn't help?
No, but that happens. I don't think I've ever had a good throw at this distance contest.
Right, I was going to say.
Which is so strange, because I feel like it's just...
I think I threw farther than you last year.
Yeah.
But that's because you threw all rollers.
Right.
But
I threw 3 rollers this year.
You did get me.
I got him by 2 feet. Let's go.
2 feet. I think
so I might have lost. I might have lost by like 100 feet from whoever wins, but I won the battle that actually matters.
Beat the Goose man. All right, I'm gonna try a little more stable and actually throw it a little harder.
I kind of like the stable play.
Oh, I still didn't throw it hard enough.
Now that nose up though did carry it, but not quite enough.
All right, I'm just a little nervous because it's so easy to go way long. I'm gonna go extra stable. Let's see what this does.
And it's a soft plastic too, so it might, or the jawbreaker plastic, so it might not skip as easily.
Interesting. That held right way longer than I thought.
It's getting beat in, man.
It is. But that might be a really good disc for that shot.
Could be a great play, yeah.
I don't think this is OB. I looked on the T sign. It said just the road. My guess is this is a relief area, or maybe the white doesn't mean anything.
It is confusing if this is a relief area to use white paint though, but I wouldn't be surprised at the same time. But they do have flags. So
we are a sport where nobody is kind of in conglomeration with each other, so we all kind of just do our own thing every time. But you'll see a lot of people here, for sure.
Maybe we should start doing that, you know? That was a pretty crazy word choice there. Maybe we should do a word of the day. So like leave a comment. This is probably gonna have to be for next season, but Leave a comment below of some crazy wall you want us to sneak into our conversation for the next video, and we can maybe try to make that happen.
Okay, that wasn't snuck in there.
Oh, I know, but
that was like an actual use for that word.
It was, but it's like that's also not one that people typically use.
Okay.
Plus, it'd make our vocabulary improve.
We could use that,
which isn't really useful, but it'd be kind of fun.
Oh, close.
Oh.
Not as close.
Yeah, we definitely want to get past this log. That's for sure. Oh, but we do have one event left. We have the Pro Tour Championships, which I'm not playing in, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be out there, but I'm going to probably sneak on, try to get a practice round in anyway, and then get out of here. So we can maybe sneak a wall in for that if you want to help us out.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
This is the issue. It's so easy to go long. You can see Ezra's disc.
I like my shot a lot. I thought it was touchy and soft, but I'm still just at the edge.
Oh, boy. Goodness.
Band for band.
Hey, we made one.
Nice. Oh my gosh, a putt. Here we go. Yeah. Huh. Oh, getting warmed up, I guess.
Cage for cage.
Cage for cage.
One other thing is my Zono S ended up about 50 feet to the right. And I think that going around that tree is kind of a play because you kind of miss the log in that sense. It's easy to end up maybe 30, 35 feet right here and have them put at the basket if you do go right of this tree. So one hole 2, 409 feet. Ezra and I were talking, and this is one of the holes where we kind of wish that they would move us back to the old tee pad, go into the farther back pin location because it was a really solid par 4 that we really enjoyed playing.
Such a fun tee shot, I felt.
But as is, I think there are mainly 3 main options. Play I went last year was a little like low flex backhand down the middle. I might switch away from that because I remember I made 3 circle 3 putts for par on this hole.
Oh, no.
So definitely not ideal, but I went OB right every single time.
Okay.
Second play is like a low skipping backhand. Just wants to push straight. It's a weird shot, but I think that that's going to be my play. And then the last one is just a chip forehand, play for par.
Ooh.
I don't think that you're losing strokes to the field really doing that though. So it might be the actual play.
A lot of this course is staying in bounds, so I can't really fault people for laying up.
You also have to think, like, to win a tournament, you have to shoot a certain amount under par. And if you're only getting these birdies so many of the times, then you kind of need to go for all of them.
Right. It's tough.
It's a thought. I don't know.
Is that breaker?
No, that was Onyx.
Okay, I was like, whoa, he's getting aggressive. I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure we just did the distance contest, and I don't know if we can throw a nuke this far right now, based on how far we threw.
Let's try Raptor. So my issue with this shot is it always is a little sketchy of whether it goes OB in the parking lot, but I think that they usually check up short. So.
Right. Yeah, I know I went right side last show just like you were trying. I think I'll try to recreate that.
Yeah, I think the Onyx is the play. I just got to put it a little more hyzer, a little more in the center of the gap.
Right, yeah. And they have the OB line off of that fence, so you can actually go OB right if you stay after the fence.
Top of the basket from here. That's cool.
Makes it tricky. You know, man, I try to find the best spots, you know?
Yeah,
try to do the cameraman job. Thanks, man. Oh, got a little bit of a
skip shot?
Yeah, not what I'm looking for. Try the Raptor as well. There we go.
Yeah, that was good.
And then it'll fade, little skip. Circle one.
Something worth noting is we both threw the Raptor a lot better than the Onyx there.
Right.
Does not mean the Raptor's the shot.
Good point.
A lot of people do that. The main reason we're throwing the Raptor on the second is because it's the only disc that also flies that shape.
It's the closest thing we have to our best option.
I think the Onyx is actually the disc. We just didn't throw them well.
I agree, yep.
All right, we'll just show the little flex line too while we're at it.
One machete. That's the line you took last year. I don't hate it, but yeah, it does. I mean, I like the
little more stable disc might be the key to that. I was throwing a little too flippy and then pushing OB right.
Right, interesting.
So that's going to fight back. Question is, does it have the same problem skipping in the road?
Right. Yes.
Moving to the right to start.
Right.
So maybe it wouldn't.
Right, so it should be fading straight, kind of.
Right.
Instead of fading left.
And I do like the Anheuser release more.
Some to iron out as the week goes on.
Yeah. All right, both these were in bounds.
Pretty good.
Kind of long looks, but take it. Yeah,
nice.
just enough.
Nice, there we go. Only took one hole and he's back.
Hey, I could jump on this one. I couldn't step on the tree plant.
I would call you on it. Dude, now that I know the Raptor got this far, it actually might be the Raptor.
Right.
I thought the main thing holding me back from throwing the Raptor was the distance. The Onyx would give me the extra push, but...
I like the Onyx because it seems to like finish straighter, but maybe that's just in my head.
Right.
I've always thought of Raptors
I would agree. I think it's supposed to, at the very least.
Low speed stability, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, I think they're designed to hook up more, but I don't know how discs actually fly.
Right.
So machete up the middle, also, yeah, like we talked about, pretty good. Stayed in bounds.
Yep, did stay in bounds.
Kind of.
If it does go out there, it's a 45 footer for par.
Yeah.
Versus if you go OB early, 70 footer.
Right. Something to think about. All right, hole 3. This is a pretty big change here. Probably the biggest change of the whole course from what I saw in the caddy book. We got a brand new tee box, super nice tee box, nice built up deck for it, and a nice little fall off area to where you don't just run off the end of the tee pad and then die when you fall off the very end.
Very solid.
So they've moved this tee box about 150 feet, 100 feet right of where it used to be. We used to throw over this path, and I don't know what the reasoning is, because I thought that was a really good tee shot. Maybe to try to get away from 18's basket, maybe to try to get away from that path. So it's a little bit more isolated here, but we have a gap shot, or maybe this over top route as well. Not sure how it's going to play. But then after that, the hole looks to be about the same. We've got OB off to the left, a mandatory up kind of close to the basket, and a steep dogleg right at the very end. I think this hole's going to play a decent bit easier than it did last year. I think it's going to be a lot easier to get to a manageable like approach shot spot off the tee shot than it was before. So we'll see how it goes. This guy's playing from the OB though, so
it might be hazard.
Interesting. It might be. It does say OB on the sign though.
It says OB on the tee sign.
It says OB on the sign. So
yep.
If he watches this video, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe this will help him out. I think you gotta take a well one out, man.
This one I think really incentivizes big arms to go big because that's the easiest way to get past all the OB.
Right. Yeah, I do like that. Incentivize aggression.
Yeah. But
this hole might play easier, better than it did last year because I think last year was too difficult to get the birdie.
Right. I think there were like 2 or 3 around.
Yeah.
Like
so this might make that spread a little bit better. I'm gonna try to go Onyx here and just try to get kind of straight at that bushy tree in the end of the gap, and then maybe a little bit to the right. A little bit drifty. I think.
Hey, that's exactly where all my tee shots landed last year.
Yeah.
That's called a par.
It's called, yeah, it's dead over there. So chip up and then just deal
par
with it.
best, I should say.
All right, I'm gonna try to throw like a flippy nuke.
Right.
Over this gap,
I think. Pushing hyzer.
Yeah, kind of push it straight and then have it fade.
All is huge tee pad yet. You're.
Yeah. Yeah. I still want to go. Whoa. Oh, I needed to go higher, and then it wouldn't have flipped over so much.
Yep. You're scared of the going OB left.
I was. Let me try one more. Let you have the reins. Yeah, I still want to start off. That's kind of crazy. That just feels weird. All right. See if it comes in front of that tree that was kind of always in contention from the old tee box. Yeah, straight into it.
Not quite.
It's probably gonna be the straight shot.
Yeah.
That might be ideal.
Is it far enough?
Might be OB left.
Man, it's close.
On the line?
No, it's OB.
A little bit more tone.
Just gotta throw it farther.
That might be it. That might be it. Perfect little flex shot, NUKE OS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that spot was so difficult to get to last year.
Right.
That's pretty manageable now. So this hole should play better. We'll
Definitely.
see.
I was trying to play there back when it was the old tee pad, but it's pretty close to that spot. I'm a touch pinched on this tree, but it should just be like a pushing, like forehand hyzer here.
Yeah, this is always a kind of a tricky shot.
Yeah.
It's a low ceiling, and you have to get a skip.
Right. The skip is so key.
Fastest helps a lot. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
really good.
Take that.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough to go long still. It's gonna be tough to get like too far past where you're trying to go potentially.
Right.
So.
This is about a full shot for me. So I think maybe with tournament arm, I could push another 30 feet and get to that spot, but it is a long ways to come. Here's a funny story time for you. Last year I played OTB skins on this course.
Oh.
Hilarious video if you haven't seen it. But I think I hit first available on hole 1, went straight out of bounds on hole 2, birdied hole 3, got all 3 skins. Hey, let's go.
Variance pays, dude. That's the game of skins. That's sweet.
Gotta love it. You only have to be good on one hole.
Yep.
This is a tough lie.
All right. That's a DNF.
Honestly, a lot of people be off to the right here, and it is really bad. The only way I've ever seen someone get up and down, or sorry, not up and down. Yeah, up and down is the right term.
Yep.
Is with a forehand cut roller, which Ezra's going to demonstrate.
Yeah, boy, I can make that.
Come on, cut.
I can make that easy. Not today. Not today.
That's a common spot to be, though.
Yeah, for sure. Common second shot.
Yeah.
Not great for a third shot.
Right. Although they cleaned up these trees quite a bit, there's not a lot of undergrowth, so it's definitely a safer run now. It's not like insta-bogey if you airball it. Like that? That's a better run.
Nice.
Oh, I gotta get the nose down.
Yep. Got the comeback putt, baby.
Hey, let's go.
Nice.
All right, hole 4. 299 feet.
It's a little guy.
Interesting. I always thought this hole was longer than this.
Plays really long when you hit the false tree.
Yes, it does.
That much. Should be a par 4, honestly.
I remember I splashed out for ace on this hole.
Oh.
That's what it was. I was like, oh, this hole plays like 350, and then I ripped the Buzz OS at it, and I was like, thank goodness the basket was in the way. But this is their attempt at making a like wooded kind of hole on this course. And,
the way you said that makes me think it's not great, but I should withhold my input.
It's not my favorite hole, but it's pretty solid in general.
Right.
I don't know.
It's fine. I'll say that. It's fine.
If you do get off to the right, you're dead. So forehand is not a great option. You definitely want to fade something out to the right, left.
And you want the backhand spin to have a kicks a tree. It's more likely to go left. Than the forehand.
Anything to the left is an easy par, or even a putt for birdie. So a lot of people that get sneaky on the left side will actually have birdie putts. But I'm gonna try Buzz OS anyway because it's my best chance at hitting this gap. It's not great. Easy par though.
Easy par.
All right, that's what I wanted with the first one, because it would.
It's not bad though, like you said.
Stable.
The thing that makes this hole tricky too is it's not very long, obviously, but the low ceiling makes it to where you kind of have to throw a little bit further flying of a shot. I want to throw puddle, but the ceiling always comes into play. So I'm gonna try it here anyway, but I would probably ideally want to throw this into that ceiling to get the
I haven't seen almost anyone more than circle 1 past the basket.
Right.
So
yeah, it's tough to,
it is really hard to do that.
Yeah. See, I want to push that ceiling so much.
Oh, it's perfect though. Wow.
And it still lands short, so that's not gonna be the disc for me.
Right, I think the slide is definitely plays on this hole.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go Nebula. Try the mid out like you're on. Yeah, it's just so much easier to get that height.
Also perfect.
That height with that disc, so.
Where was that last week, man? Oh,
last week? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I don't know. You know, I don't know. I didn't throw a single good shot that week. No, I threw some decent shots. I threw some bad shots. I don't know.
Sorry, my bad.
You're just, you're lucky I'm not playing next week, man.
Yeah.
You would be cooked.
Yeah, yep.
Nevin?
That's what I was
Me on Nevin, dude? Oh my gosh, bro. It's over. Nebs, touch short. Not a lot of slide potential. This grass is going to be grabby. I think if you land maybe within 20 feet of the basket, you'll get a little bit of slide, but.
Also, here's the rough on the right. It is nasty. Don't want to be there.
It's kind of sad being on this part of the course right now. You know, if you look back behind this path of the basket, we got people over there having fun, enjoying life, whipping discs,
throwing big shots,
big
Not
distance
us.
lines, and we're over here.
We already failed at that. Sorry, we didn't fail. I threw the best I've ever thrown.
Silas Schultz.
All right.
Let's go, Cy. I mean, he doesn't have any chance of winning, I don't think, but.
This guy conned him into putting him on the feature card, though.
He smoked us. Dude, he did. He was like, he showed up late for his time or something, and they were like, oh, well, we'll sneak you in. Oh, we got Anthony Barella.
Is he in first?
At 6:58, longest throw. So in the finals, we got Anthony Barella in the finals. He's already gone, 6:58. Luke Taylor in the finals, 5:78, not quite as good as his qualifying distance shot. Silas Schultz, he's up right now. Michael O'Brien, Thomas Gilbert, and Jasper Till, who threw over 700 feet.
Wow.
In the qualifier. Don't even know who some of these people are, but there's some.
Anything over 700 is crazy.
There is some people ripping shots out there.
There are very few people, I think, that have thrown over 700.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No, my best is not 691.
Whoa, wow. Okay, I thought you guys
like,
were over 7 at
we
Worlds.
quarter distance. No,
no, you guys are you're short arms. Wow, that's crazy.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy. This is the hole that was flooded not but a week ago. And now, yeah, it looks pretty good. Although people are still finding a way to swim. Gotta get in the water anyway.
Just so we're clear, that's not part of the fairway. That isn't a part of the fairway that's just like underwater.
Right, it's never supposed to be.
That's never
That's
just
dry.
the lake.
We have a 1,020-foot par 5 though. We got, I think the most common play, you go either forehand or a little backhand mid, placement shot, and then you throw to the landing zone. Those are mandatory, so you can't just go spike casual at the very end. You have to throw over the water. We're on forehand because it shapes pretty well. Lands into the side slope too. The side slope I feel like is a good reason to throw forehand as well. I'll take that. I'll take that.
That's all you need.
Don't need a ton of distance.
It's
more important to be in bounds.
It's nice to be far though.
Yeah.
It depends. If there's no wind like this, I think I'm throwing harder, trying to get a little more distance. Because I'm
just a little bit leery about my shot variance right now, so
okay.
I'm not exactly sure where anything's flying. But.
Yeah, I haven't thrown a forehand in a week, so we'll see how this goes.
It's not completely true though, Goose. We did get a round in at Paul Macbeth's course in New York City, so we got a couple rounds in there.
Little chip shots.
Those videos should drop in the off season, so stay tuned for that. But that was a nice shot right there.
Yeah.
Perfect shot.
The key is you want to get your second shot as close to the water as possible. So having your first shot farther up so that you can place that one closer to the water is nice.
Yeah. Next shot's definitely more important, but the first one helps too.
Yep.
I'm pretty far right.
It's a weird spot.
Pretty short, pretty far right, but I'm far enough right to go right to these trees, so this isn't even that bad. I can just go spike hyzer over the road.
It's kind of tough being on the right like this though, because there's a chance you're pinned up against one of these trees, and that can be bad. So it's definitely better to be like center cut fairway, you know?
Kind of down where you are a little bit. Is that what you're getting at? Little spike hyzer over the trees. Shouldn't skip too much. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice one.
Wouldn't mind being a little bit further left, but I also don't want to float too much with that water, so I'll take it.
So I think I've got the same play from here. I would love to throw a forehand hyzer, but it's a little too risky, I feel like.
Okay.
I don't know, from this angle, it's not bad.
I love going backhand towards the OB instead of getting a disc to ever be over OB,
but you also have a hillside. It's a really good forehand hill to spike into.
It is true, a little slight slope.
You kind of have both going. I think I like this.
Ooh. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, perfect spot.
Pretty ideal. Yep.
Pretty great. Some people do go for eagle if they get a big enough drive, but it is a smush to get to the basket.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
No, we know the results from the distance contest. That's not us this week.
Although, it's only 1,050 feet. We both threw over 600.
That is true. That is true. Somehow.
You can really tell that this was underwater. That's interesting. The ground is kind of like wonky, so it's going to be weird footing.
It's Krakatoa land.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, interesting. But I think the hyzer is the play. It never shapes well in my brain. It's hard for me to visualize this shot.
Just a wide open hyzer, nothing in the way.
Yeah, but the trees are kind of in the way of like how safe I want to play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more of a pushing hyzer than like a.
But I need to just kind of imagine a shot that would go to the basket.
Yeah.
And then just throw that because it'll come in front of those trees.
Right.
Or it should at least. I don't know.
It's gonna be great, Goose. Kind of close to that tree, but
that's because I want to play it
nice.
15 feet right, 20 feet right. I used to go forehand, but it's just too close to the water for it to be reasonable now.
Right.
If I was a little closer, I think another 30 feet, I'd throw a buzz OS.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm probably gonna go mid.
Yeah.
Where I'm at. Yeah, it's true. I would have pulled the joke of like, oh, I got your NUKE OS, but I don't have that in my bag right now. So I'm gonna go a little nebula.
You actually have to like,
I have to throw an actual good disc.
An actual good disc and risk it. Yeah. It's very sad.
It's very sad. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it, dude.
Yeah. See, that's why you should put an Aaron Gossage disc in your bag, because you'll throw a much more committed shot because you don't care about losing it. In fact, you want to lose it.
I kind of do want to lose it. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I've just lost all of them. So basically the Mando on this hole is that like white pole.
Yeah.
You got to go left of that. So I'm going to try to go spike hyzer just inside of that pole.
Yep.
I do like that a lot, actually. Oh!
Yep.
Little backspin.
I was thinking I should have done that same thing.
I think from where you are, a little bit closer, like the man was even less in play.
It's less in play, yeah.
That far left,
Just keep it high. I'm close enough I can throw that shot.
Also very wind dependent. Right now it's pretty dead out here also.
Yep.
Anything's possible, but sure gun spike eyes are.
Yeah.
They also have a OB line stringed off, which is very nice because this, I feel like this line of water is probably going to adjust a little bit throughout the week.
Fluctuate a lot.
So having a very defined line like this string provides is somewhat necessary.
It's good to know where it is too, because you can actually hit the bank and bounce in and have never crossed. So
good point. Yeah,
it's good to know that. Everything's a little overgrown this year. I guess it's because of all the weather and stuff they've been having. I noticed in the practice field too, there's just like not as much mowing as they've had in the past, stuff like that. But the circles at least, nice. Oh yeah, there's a nice putt.
Goldilocks. Just right.
Hole 6, the beach hole. So we will see what the beach looks like when we get up there. But
it might not be a beach hole anymore.
Oh, right. Good point. 371. This is, I guess 5's similar, but this is one of the holes that people can ruin their whole rounds on. It is a stroke and distance hole. If you go OB at all, ever, your only 2 options are rethrow or drop zone. So after you go to the drop zone, you've got a 50, 60 foot death putt. You throw that in the water, you have to re-putt. It's your only option. So definitely important to get this one inbounds, off the tee, and to a place where you can make a putt from. And fortunately, the Buzz OS works really well for me on this shot. I think that this is definitely the play.
Yeah, I love the mid as well. I think the, oh, this might be perfect too. It's fading nicely. So good.
My
the
favorite
distance
thing
control
about
is so nice.
Is that it doesn't go too far, it doesn't skip too much. If I miss it low and short, which is an easy par or a lot of times even a safe look.
Right.
I really think it's the play.
Yeah, I've definitely dabbled with like a Raptor in the past.
Yeah, me too.
And it's so easy to go long.
So easy.
I think last year I went mid-range.
A little lower. The only issue with the mid is the OB cuts in a touch shorter. So if you don't get the right distance, you can be kind of like straight in line with the basket and be out of bounds.
Right.
Good
stable
height,
up for
stable
me.
enough.
I would have thought so, but
Man, I love that line.
If it was stable, that would have been a really good shot.
Right. Oh, it's perfect out of your hand.
And then I'll try one more
If
play.
only it was a Buzz OS instead
Yeah,
of
that's a good point. Actually, that's crazy. It's crazy you say that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you better. Yeah. I've tried this play in the past, and it can work, but. Have to get so close with that tree to have a chance. Hey man, that one's in bounds. I don't like that play though. I like the up the middle play.
Yep.
But like you said, it's one where you have to be in bounds, and if you're out of bounds, it's the same. No matter where you go OB, it's the same result.
So honestly, the forehand, hyzer over the lake, is just as viable as some of these other shots.
Eagle's done that in the past,
right.
So it's possible. But
if you miss it, you're going to the drop zone just like everybody else is.
Yep.
Drop zone.
AB wasn't even in bounds. Couldn't do it for me. Oh, the beach is going to be there. They'll pull some sand in. Actually looks pretty good right now.
That's not bad. It's a little like muddy maybe.
Yeah.
But still looks good, and my guess is right. They'll probably bring some more sand in.
That's fine, Goose. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Well, who set these 2 Buzz OSs in just like the perfect spot?
Wow. He must be living in a simulation. Ching.
There, the putt's feeling a little better. Yeah, a lot better.
Nice. 2 on this hole's great. Oh, iconic hole out here, guys. We got hole 7, the gate hole, 284 feet. Pretty simple. Make it past the gate, through the triple mando, and you have a putt. Miss it, you go to one of the 2 drop zones.
There is OB behind the basket to the left. So
it is findable.
You can't like air out a mid backhand.
Yep.
So like an ace run on this hole is kind of like...
It's almost a bad shot.
Almost a bad shot. Right. That's going specifically to like half our friend group.
Calling people out here, huh?
That have aced this hole.
Austin and Anthony, yeah. Although if you bounce it off of the inside of the fence and then make it, that's a good shot.
Yeah. That's what
6 shots, at least. I'm going 284, so I'm going putter. Just straight at it, hopefully. Yeah, layup. That's not bad.
One of the nice things about this is if you're close to making it and you hit the wall,
Right.
As long as it's a decent shot, you've got a putt for birdie or an easy par instead of it just being like a missed Mando.
Wow,
so like that shot was almost good. So he'll have like a weird putt and an easy par instead of being OB.
It's true.
Little flex on a zone.
But that
shot
is
was
gone.
not good.
OB, straight to the drop zone.
Drop zone.
Can't hit a gap to save my life. Wait, I could on hole 4 though. Ooh, wow, that was cutting it close. OB.
That's my issue with this. I think I can hit the gap well with that, but it just goes OB so easily.
Corey's begging for more distance out of you, Goose. Said throw it harder.
I can't throw it harder. I throw the same speed on every shot.
Yeah, I don't hate forehand, man. It really slides up that hill nicely too.
The Buzz OS has
slope.
a good distance. It's got the slope to back into.
Yeah.
I think that is my shot. Zone is pushing it just a little bit for me.
Okay.
But I've got 2 stable Buzz OSs. I think might work.
Swing.
Yeah.
That's
like
making
that.
that forehand look really nice.
I think that's a shot for me. Also, Sullivan Tipton, nasty forehand skip ace.
Disgusting ace, yeah.
That shot was crazy.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's trying to sneak into the friend group. You know, maybe that's like the thing.
Oh, it's
you
like the
ace this
entry?
hole, you can be friends with us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't want to be friends with us.
I guess we're not friends then either.
I get.
But
All right, here we go. This is makeable. Nope. Definitely a lot better than missing the Mando though.
right, and it's kind of a good way of punishing players. You're rewarded
Right.
with like half a stroke.
Yeah.
I guess it's a full stroke because you're going to get a 3 instead of a 4.
Right.
But you still have the opportunity to make a putt if you can make
If you make a
nasty
really good shot, you can
Anheuser
make
or
up for
Heiser
it.
putts. Wow,
Same score. It's tough.
that is tough.
Backhand's the play, guys. Backhand shank low.
Actually,
Is
it's not.
the play.
My first one was back there. Hole 8, one of my favorite holes out here, actually. Par 4, 697 feet. Off the tee, you've got a whole bunch of options. This is like essence of park disc golf right here. Got lots of different lines, lots of different options on how to attack it. And then at the end, it's a very specific shape. You'll probably want to go forehand to the pin or a backhand roller are the 2 options that work well. Fortunately, there is a nice, easy forehand hyzer line over here that I like to take. Interesting thing about the line is it looks kind of tight and pinched,
Right.
but that's from like here on the tee pad. My forehand actually comes out of my hand from like here.
Right.
So it's like the line's way more open than you think. A lot of players will go big backhand down the center as well, but you just want to land in that area and then give yourself a chance to get up to the basket on your second.
It's a long day, guys. A lot of backups out here. Everyone's on the quals.
It's a Monday qualifier.
Right.
They had the qualifier, I think, tee times until 2:30ish, something like that. So it kind of just eats a day of practice. Not my favorite thing. I would love for the Monday qualifier to be on a different course than here. I think that that's a good solution for everything. But this is the original Monday qualifier tournament, so I don't hate them having it as their thing.
Right.
It's been adopted by everyone else, and I think it's kind of a weird way of doing it.
Agreed. Yeah, pretty wide open. Yep, Heiser's just in front of that OB line as well. So not at too much of a risk of finding that OB.
That one's pretty good. I push the left side. Usually I'm pushing the right side. So. That one's a little safer, but both works.
Really good, yeah.
Yep.
Both those shots are great. Yeah, I got nothing to add to what you said, man. You just do too good of a job with the breakdowns.
Well, thanks, man.
I'm gonna try to do the exact same thing.
I should be doing worse. I'm sorry. That's on me.
I don't. Nobody wants to hear me talk. It's perfect.
That's what I usually do.
Scary.
Close to that tree.
That's good. Let me throw a backhand for the people who want to see that shot.
Hey,
Even
there we
though
go.
I'm not gonna actually do this, guys, unless it's perfect. Even if it is.
Onyx.
Yeah. Oh, I toned it over. Fine.
Yep.
The
Pretty
forehand is
much
just such of a better shape.
Same spot as the forehands, and the forehand is just like a stock hyzer.
Yep. I like this spot a lot. I've got a pretty routine little forehand here. Low ceiling, and the fence OB on the left side makes it kind of tricky as well, but I'm gonna go Raptor. Need a skip shot. There's also like a stump of a tree you can't see that you have to get past, so sometimes it'll look like a good shot, hit that last one and end up short, but kind of tricky to get Get close to this basket. Oh, that needs a lot of help.
Oh, that's not help.
That's not help. That's
that did you dirty.
A little more stable, Captain's Raptor. Why is it on Annie? Every shot, just a little.
Just a touch anhyzer.
That one's not bad. I'm trying to add spin with my. I'm trying to add spin with my wrist, and I think that's making me turn everything over. I think the end result's going to be improvement in my forehand form, but a little bit of variance with the release angle.
Yeah, I don't have much variance in my forehand. They usually land within 10 feet of each other.
Yeah, well, one of us is playing the Pro Tour Championships and one of us is not, so I got to work on some things.
I can't ever decide if this is like a stable shot that you throw hard and flat, or like a hyzer flip up kind of shot.
Right.
So I think I'll try both.
Oh, let me guess. They're just both going to be good because you're actually a good player. Oh, wait.
I got stumped.
Got stumped.
All right, this is the more stable one. Throw him the exact same. Got
smoked him.
All right. Let me try a little more disc on the hyzer flip up.
Yeah, NUKE OS is, well, what is that?
This is a Venom, yeah. A little wider too.
Pass the stump.
Look pretty good. It might be long. There's also a bush back there. If you're in the bush, you're kind of screwed.
Yep.
So I hope they clean that up, but this is kind of a cool way to do the fence. They just have it like offset the other direction so you can walk through it nice and easy. Go get your disc.
I was like, I didn't know you had the camera on. I was like, is he just telling me that? Like, I can see the fence, dude. But you are right, though. It's a really good point.
I mean, it's better than having a gate or have to walk around it or something like that. It's just like it accomplishes the purpose, and it's super simple. Yep.
It's just never worth it. It's just so much better if we just cut my shots out. You know what I mean?
It's like 80 feet. I think a lot of people end up in that spot. So, if you can
wow, this bush is cleaned up, dude.
That 1 and 4, you're pretty good.
Yep.
They're not bad. These are very manageable.
Yeah.
Years past, it's like you have nothing versus now you can like make a straddle of some kind work. But got stumped on the first one, bushed on the second. Clank. Come on. Better line.
Usually this one here is super thick, and if you're past it, you can easily have absolutely no putt at all. So now you'll actually have looks. I like that a lot.
And it doesn't punish you for throwing a putt that just kind of fades 10 feet past the basket too.
Exactly. All right, hold on. I feel like we're back at Maple Hill. We got the Christmas trees, but we're waiting. So it is GRÜNS time. I am a big health guy, big diet guy, but I'm a little bit lazy too. I don't quite get the vegetables or fruits that I need. And while this isn't a replacement for it, GRÜNS daily helps a little bit. You get whole food, veggies, and fruit, vitamins, minerals, whatever. And Goose, they're super fun to eat because they're like little gummy bears. Best part of the day.
Wow.
Look how happy this little guy looks.
This is a gummy bear. Look at that. Wow. What makes me happy?
Aw.
It tastes healthy.
It's honestly, I think they taste pretty good. But if you use my link in the description below, guys, you get like 45% off. So check that out.
Holy cow.
Hole breakdown, hole 9, pole 3, 362 feet, same hole as last year except for the obstacle in the front, which they keep changing every single season. These Christmas trees are quite a little bit more invasive than they've been in the past. So
they're really inviting us to throw the straight shot, which I kind of like.
Yeah, they want us to throw the straight shot.
I think that's a cool way to do it. I think this is the best they've looked. The planters are a good feel, but I can still see a spike hyzer line.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, y'all. It's kind of scary, I'll tell you that much. It's definitely a tighter shot than in years past for that spike hyzer, but poof, I think it's gonna still be the play.
Parked.
Gotta conform to their desires, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Up the middle's tough to keep the distance control right. I think with no wind, the up the middle BuzzOS play is gonna be mine. There's also a couple trees up the fairway to the right, kind of stop the hyzer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't really see those.
So that's interesting as well.
Whew.
You don't want to do that.
Clipped a little lettuce.
Hey, right between them, parked. Wow, that's not ideal.
So with the flip here one, you can go a little bit left, stay away from those second trees out there, and then, yeah, that should be perfect.
Yeah, that looks pretty
like that one.
Man, weird shot.
Yep.
Just kind of messes your brain more than anything.
Wow, look at this.
All right.
Who put these discs here?
They're all 20 feet from the basket. I think the actual play is not the hyzer. Had to go between this
You're
gap.
saying low hyzer. Low, but the Buzz OS hyzer.
Right.
That was low. Yeah, these trees make that kind of.
The straighter shot I threw is definitely better for me.
Yep.
Spike hyzer is definitely still a play if you like that shot. So I might have to try that later in the week as well. But I don't know. No wind. It's pretty easy to throw a Buzz OS. If there's wind, it gets really dicey.
Let's get dicey.
Might be a layup.
Never. I would never lay this hole up, Goose. If I ever have a chance, Goose, I go for $500 or whatever it is.
Obviously, you wouldn't lay the putt up, no matter what.
I'm running this. I was gonna try to putt it OB long, but it's so far away now. But if anybody gets that reference and joke, you can cry along with me in empathy.
Yeah, he'll leave you a link in the description down below. So
definitely not doing that.
Check out the most embarrassing moment in disc golf history.
The thing is, I don't even care. I wasn't like, I feel like I had to run the putt.
Yeah.
Everyone else ran it. What was I gonna do?
I would have run it too.
It wasn't on me.
I would have stared them in the eyes and thrown it straight out of bounds. Not even tried to make it. Yep.
OB. That would have been fun. That would have been fun. Man. What could have been?
What could have been?
That's it, guys. That's the end of the front nine here at Winthrop University, however you say it. This is one of my favorite events. One of my favorite courses. I love the, the fairly openness nature of it. We get to let the shots fly. The roped off OB. We'll see how the weather holds up. Back nine is going to be on Gooseman's channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.